Hey guys, Brian from MK here, and today we're going to talk about some awesome corn snakes that we actually added to the collection. Now, I'm super excited because they come from Lee Abbott, and back when we were in Daytona at the NRBE show, so the National Reptile Breeders Expo, we went to see Lee. We talked all knowledge corn snakes. He's a pioneer of the corn snake world. He produces some of the most amazing animals out there when it comes to corn snakes. And the only thing is that when it comes to technology, Lee's actually not the best one. So if you want some of his animals, you got to go meet him. You got to go on site and pick up your own animals. So it's really great. We were super lucky to be able to attend the Daytona Expo to be able to find some awesome animals. Now, I'm going to show you guys these animals, but first, I don't want you guys to judge because every time I pick up some stuff from some of those crazy breeders, it actually puts my stuff to shame. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of comparison to show you guys what I mean when I say this. First of all, he had some mahogany oketees. Now, those are things that I actually don't necessarily work with because I love specializing into the scaleless stuff. So sometimes he definitely specializes in more, we know, like selectively bred. So like the Lee Abbott, the Abbott line oketees, it's all him. So he has some of the awesome looking animals. So he specializes on definitely like selectively bred animals, like localities and all that. So I wanted to get like some of the best animals in there and bring them up into all my scaleless projects and a bunch of other projects that I have. So first of all are these mahoganies. So the mahogany, and there's another one is the castani that they know is like the mahogany is like the US line, and the castani is the European line. So it's a very dark looking corn snake. There's nothing like crazy fancy, but you can see like the oketee, the highlight that's black, but it's a very palish looking color, like super burgundy looking. Really cool, really cool to see what we can work with, because these come up to like animals that are like very wild looking, like what you would think that you would find them like in the wild on how they look, but line bred year after year. Now, all the animals that I had was, since we were actually vending at the show, I told myself, I said, Lee, I'll come back, I'll see you like at the end of the day, Saturday, and we'll see what you got, right? So I got there and then half his table was sold. So I was like, oh my God, like I should have picked out like all those other individuals, because the ones that I have are really amazing, but he had some even nicer animals on display there, which was just like crazy to believe. Next up, we have some of these really cool shatter corns. Now, the shatters, there's some that they call them like from like the blue line. So the ones that I got were shatter blue lines. Now, the shatter again is another recessive gene, but these are very different than what I actually work with. This one I will take in my hands, but look how crazy the pattern and the coloration to it. Like the gray's almost turning blue.
It's almost monsoon-like.
Oh, a little bit, agreed. Always have to turn it to about both black ones, right? But it's okay, I like it. It's good. It's good comparison, that's for sure. So this one here is a tessera shatter, and that would be with the blue line. Now the next one I will show you is going to be the hypo version to this one. I'm just going to put this little one there and then bring up the hypo. Now this one is completely mental. Look how bright and crazy this animal is. This is completely stunning, and you can see like there's a lot less black specks to it, and just like a really cleaner animals. The head much cleaner and whatnot. So that's what the hypo does. But who knows what else you can do? Yeah, it's sun-kissed to those would be just crazy. Play around with the colors, the highlights, and the head pattern. Just super excited with those. So those are actually my first shatters from the blue line, which is really cool. Now, when we talk about selectively breeding animals, we're talking about reverse oketees. So when it comes to Lee Abbott, we're talking about the Abbott oketee line, and he produces some of the craziest stuff. I'm just going to show you guys. I just grabbed one of the ones that I actually produce. So this is just a typical reverse oketee, so albino oketee. Just baby that we produce, like they're very nice. They have like this they're highlighted color. So really like the goal is to be red and white. And then there's always that little peach coloration to it, which is just really cool. Now he has some, he calls them like high for like high intensity, extreme reversal keys, and he has them either like high white or high color. So there are two different levels that he has them. So we'll start with the high colored one, which is a day and night, right? Day and night. So a lot less red, but a lot more orange. So this, we're gonna remove this one while I'm trying to show you guys here. Here we go. So this again, these are both reversal keys, but this is just high quality right there. So we'll remove the ugly one. Again, they're not ugly, they're really nice, but
That head, man. That head is so bright. It's insane.
it's completely crazy. So I mean, this one here is just
When you bump up the contrast.
mind blowing, and I mean, yeah, it's just beautiful. So this one, it would be like the high color. So you can see like it's the orange that really sticks out. So less red, more orange. So really amazing. Now I'm going to show you guys the other one. So the other one is actually what I prefer. Those would be the high white. Now, before we get onto there, I have an absurd question for you guys. Now, I was thinking, and I was like, when I work with colubrids, there's a lot of like shit stains everywhere. And I was trying to basically wonder, what is the actual worst reptile poo out there? So Antoine, you tell me, what is the worst reptile poo that you've ever worked with?
I've ever worked with, I think, well, I've never worked with Cribos or Indigos, so these are out of the way, but I think right now,
Pudding,
yeah, there you go. I think right now, my worst one is hognoses. Their poo is always different. It's always like splatter of shit everywhere. It smells so bad. So hognose has to be the worst so far. Yeah.
I like it. So that's good. So for me, it would be ball pythons, but not any ball python poo.
Oh.
A ball python that actually eats hamsters.
Oh, yeah.
When they increase the fat level, which for breeding, it doesn't really matter, but we do have an excess hamster like a production that we're able to have like to feed our animals. But I mean,
Imagine a water hose with different...
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So anyway, guys, let us know. Comment down below. Let us know what is the worst reptile poo you've ever worked with. I'm very curious about all those little stories. Now, get back to it, to some amazing looking animals. So, high color, extreme reverse Okati. Now, what I will take is the high white now. Now, for me, again, as babies, it's very different. But I mean, look at the difference. So this is what I like to work with. I want them to be two colors. Like that's really where I want to go. I like the fact that this one is just so light and so white, because as it's going to age, it's going to just age perfectly. So these are the high white reverse Okati. I mean, that one's pretty cool because it has like a red head. So we could call them like the ball python red head gene, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it would be nice if we were able to get some red coloration like this to ball pythons.
But this one has a red head, but this one is like insane red head.
So that would be this one. So the high white extreme reverse Okati. Just simply amazing looking animals. And I mean, guys, I love being able to add some high quality animals. Again, these are just albino corn snakes. Like that's just what it is, but it's selectively bred through it's like one generation of like seeing something.
Imagine those into your salmon snow line.
So you have a great idea there, because Lee had some salmon snow reversal teeth on his table. They were mind blowing. I got there, they were all sold. All sold.
What are you gonna have to do?
Next year, go back, buy them right off the bat.
Right
Guys,
on.
if you see something that you like and you're going to a show, don't make the rookie mistake that I make. Every time you see something that you really want, just get it now. Don't wait, get it now, because you will regret it. I do already regret it. And now I have to wait one more year to be able to do that. So guys, thank you very much for being part of this video and staying like through course with me. And I love sharing all these things. I mean, I can't wait. Now I'm showing you guys all the new animals that we're acquiring, But I can't wait to show you guys all the animals that we actually produce, that we're actually keeping, because we do have some epic animals. So until then, thank you for watching, and no stress.